Good morning, YouTubers. Mike Martins here, Mike Martins channel. Happy Monday to everyone. Monday, so good to me. How is everyone doing in the YouTube world? I want to thank everyone that's been sending me donations. Last night I got another donation from somebody. Thank you so much. It means a lot, guys. It keeps this transmission going, keeps things going, running smoothly. Electricity bills are going up, everything. It's like they want to charge me more now for bandwidth. They want to start doing a thing. The Canadian government wants to pass a law that after you go over, I think, 10 or 20 gigs upload, they want to start charging you like $5 or $10 per gigabyte or something. It's nuts. They're writing it into law, or they're trying to write it into law right now. Because like I said, they got to start fueling these cities' deficits. These cities have deficits. These cities need to maintain a deficit of garbage pickup, cleanliness, snow removal, all kinds of stuff these cities need to keep up, and road repairs and blah, 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 blah. They need to keep up with this stuff, and it's not cheap to do that, right? So what's been happening is they're going to start finding ways to tax us up the yin-yang. I had Moby on the show on Mike in the Night, so we were discussing that the other day, how cities are looking to imply separate taxes outside of the provinces. So, for example, if you live in Toronto, Auckland, New Zealand, or London, they're going to have a London tax. So you're going to have so if you're in Vancouver, in British Columbia, you'll have your GST, your government sales tax, your PST, your provincial sales tax, and then you'll have your city tax. So they're going to add another tax on top. So people will leave the city to go shopping now. So that's going to be detrimental to businesses inside the city. It is getting out of control, people. Oh, I'm chilly. It is getting out of control, my friends. Oh. But on a positive note, my wife is due in 7 weeks. So, actually, hold on. No, it's February. Wow. It's 6 weeks my wife will be due. Wow. So we got a new baby, new Martins adding to the family roster. Wow. I'm actually pretty stoked about that. I really am. I'm really excited to have a new life in the house. We have so much room, so we're gonna use it wisely, you know. Anyway, so, okay, what did I want to talk about before I drop off my mail? And I got some boxes to drop off at the store that I got to organize. The YouTube sent me a detailed email saying that now they're going to start tackling fake news. So, they're going to start tackling fake news. You know what fake news is. Anything that goes against the status quo. So they're not even going against conspiracy theories, like conspiracy theorists. Okay? They're not even doing that, people. They're not even doing that. They're not even going after conspiracy theorists. They're going after fake news. Now, what is fake news? Fake news is anything that goes against the status quo. And unfortunately, asking questions or relevancy, or creating some sort of relevancy, or you know, thinking outside the box, and so they're calling it borderline. It said in the email, it's called borderline fake news, borderline this, borderline that. They were kind of bringing it up, and like they're going after, I guess, anybody, like any truthers, or even you don't have to be a truther, even a whistleblower that was there and then that could testify, but no one wants to listen to him on the mainstream media, so he takes to YouTube. I'm going to take myself to YouTube and let everybody hear me. Well, you can't do that now. Even though you're a whistleblower, you're on the scene. If it goes against the status quo, it doesn't work like that. But if it goes against Donald Trump, go ahead. We will ramp this up. We will ramp this up. We will get this out there, even though we don't even know if it's real or fake. But that's what's happening, guys. And I'm pretty choked about this. So everyone's complaining to me, Mike, there's other platforms. I'm looking at other platforms. I'm looking at Ustream, or WeStream, or MeStream. Evan sent me the link. I'm looking at it. I already set up an account. I have it saved. But how did it save? It saved through Google, because I think Google has its hand in that somehow. I gotta look at it again, but it looks like Google, I don't want to invest time in building a platform and then getting it destabilized because, you know, I'm asking questions. I'm a question asker. I ask questions all the time. It's my thing to do. I don't know. Maybe it's my culture. I'm a Portuguese. Maybe we talk too much, I guess. We're too loud. But again, back to what I was saying. What is going on, people? Why is this going on? So, of course they want to control us. Of course they want us to be limited on what we're allowed to say. Of course they want... There's a lot of courses, right? But we still find a way to get the truth, no matter what. Unless they completely shut down social media. Completely. And we're resorted to reading newspapers again. And we resort to watching cable TV again and have to be shoved down our throats what they want us to see. I think that's the only thing. Instead of us collaborating technologies, collaborating language, collaborating understanding and information with little guys that don't get hurt, saying, hey guys, I think I invented a way to harness solar power, blah blah blah. I think I invented a way to do this. This is what I did. Guys, let me know in the comments if you think this is a good idea. Then other corporations or companies or other people could collaborate and work together with this sharing of information to take humankind or mankind into, like, this turn of the century is a joke. This future, this turn of the century, last turn of the century. We're living in the turn of the century, right? The last one, 1919, oh man, was it ever great. The war came to an end in 1919. Typewriters are being sold everywhere. Paperback novels were making, or hardcover books were making their way on bookshelves. People were you know, it was very different. People were into the fashion. Every man wore a nice hat, like a nice fedora. Every man never left his house without wearing a hat. It was a very different time. It was a meaningful time. It was a time of love and understanding your neighbors. And this is when society grew the closest, you know. But now, it's almost like they want to keep us in the dark when we have the technology available. So now we're in the turn of the century now, okay? We're in 2019, 100 years later from the last turn of the century. Now what do we have to show? Nothing. Well, we got internet, we got smartphones. Big effing deal. And what do? They're controlling what we can see on it. What's the point? It's like robbing Peter to pay Paul. Who cares? So, what do we do about it? What can we do about it? Well, I know that Jordan Peterson and a friend of his left Patreon, and now they're working on gathering or assembling a YouTube-like site. Right? You know, how long would it go till it gets shut down? Now, Patreon's kicking people off. Everyone's saying, use Patreon, use this, use that. Mike, why aren't you using this? Mike, why aren't you using that? Well, you know, it's really tough to jump onto another platform when you invested like 10 years of your life on one platform. It's not that easy, you know. It's not that easy to just jump around on platforms, you know, and expect to be followed right away, right? You guys need to understand, it took me 3 years to reach 1,000 subscribers, right? 3 years to reach 1,000 subs, not 3 weeks. If it was that easy, I'd just jump ship and go somewhere else. But that's not even the case. I don't know, guys. I'm just... I can't even stretch here. Throwing this out there. Now they want to start tagging people on or shutting down channels on borderline activity. So borderline. So the rules of YouTube are very vague. And then with borderline activity, it makes absolute no sense. It makes no sense whatsoever. Now, it's so vague, it's like, yeah, you know, you go on Jeopardy. You know the answer. Well, I think it's borderline red is the answer, Alex. They'll be like, yes, you're right. It's actually orange, but it's borderline red is orange. So it's, yeah, very vague. Nothing's, how do you say? Nothing's really telling you what it is anymore. They vaguely put things, so, like the Canadian Constitution is extremely vague. It's not like the American Constitution. The Canadian Constitution, it's called the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms. It fits on a paper towel. You could write it all on one paper towel, or a napkin. And there's only so much, and it's so vague, right? I don't know, guys. I'm not trying to be negative ball of energy. I'm just trying to get some feedback. You know, everyone's saying, oh, stop complaining about YouTube. Get on another platform. It took me years to get a 1,000 subs, you know? It took me so many years to reach 5,000 subs, you know? It's not easy, guys. It's really not easy. And the amount of hours and playlists, my Building My Business from Scratch series I put on there, my Opening a Home Business from Scratch series, my video game review series I keep on there, so it keeps a balance, so my tags are not all the same, right? My tags are different. Oh, Super Mario, he can't tag that Super Mario. Let's go check that video. Oh, it is a Super Mario game. We can't do nothing about that because it is tagged. Now, if you're not tagged properly, they could flag you. I'm tagged properly, so when people say The Legend of Zelda, if they check my channel and they check my tags, they see, okay, Legend of Zelda, this on his tag, so this guy must be okay then, right? They check to shut my channel down. They go, okay, let's go see what he's got from Legend of Zelda. This guy's a liar. He's mistagging his videos. He goes and checks. Oh, okay, there is The Legend of Zelda there, and he's reviewing it. Okay, well, we can't really flag that, so I got a balance of tags on my channel. Now I'm doing this yearbook thing, where I'm getting vintage photos from all different parts of the world, and I am throwing them up there for people. Like I did one last night called Moscow, Rare Images 1920. It should be at the end of this video. I'll leave a link for it for you guys to watch. I did Egypt, Rare Images 1915 or 1910. Really good images from Egypt from the early 1900s. So I'm doing a yearbook thing where I just show stuff going by with a little bit of music, royalty-free music, and just kind of some beautiful photos that were taken over our history. Anyways, guys, let me go drop off this mail. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Let me know where... I know where things are headed already, but now they're going to start combating fake news. Anything could be fake news. And I don't talk about news. I read articles, right? I read articles. We discuss them. We open discussion. We're not bringing stuff out of nowhere. We're not creating things out of nowhere. Yeah, we create words to... I guess make fun or josh or poke at things, but we don't, you know. I don't know, guys. Let me know, comment below. I'd like to know. And thanks for the donations. I got a donation last night from somebody from the States. I think it was from Canada, but I'm gonna mention you in the trends in the housing market, your name, if that's okay. A couple of donations there. I appreciate it. Let me know, guys. Let me know. I'd love to know. Comment below.